Blake Lively is playing games in court. You know how she's been accusing Wayfair of playing games? Well, apparently she's the one playing the games, because last week she filed that motion for a protective order, trying to claim that Wayfair keeps bringing Taylor Swift into this, and that she doesn't want to hand over her text messages with Way with Taylor Swift to Wayfair, and she doesn't want Ryan Reynolds to hand over those with Taylor Swift or 8 and 9, which have to do with what Lively told Taylor about the film, and what she might have told Lively about the misconduct that happened on the film, and she doesn't want to hand over at all, because she claims that, Taylor might have given those documents to her to Wayfair, and so she shouldn't have to. And she also then said that even if they didn't get them for tell from Taylor, she shouldn't have to hand them over because they're irrelevant, and because apparently Taylor knows nothing and she is not a part of her lawsuit. And she said all of this with a straight face. And then she also claimed that she had a meet and confer with Wayfair, and they refused to talk about these documents about Taylor Swift. That's actually not what happened. According to my favorite attorney. Who's that? Oh, Kevin Fritz. I know a lot of you guys love Brian Friedman, but I have a thing for Kevin Fritz. He is scorched earth and a man. So Wayfair responded not only to the protective order, but they're also doing a motion to compel in conjunction, which is a cross motion they filed, and they're seeking documents because Blake has apparently provided nothing. They provided a declaration by Kevin Fritz. They provided the initial disclosures, which also has names of lots of people that might be interesting to you to hear of. Individuals that have relevant information about the claims in these lawsuits, including some celebrities like Bradley Cooper. And they are arguing that she has produced nothing related to SH in retaliation, her communications with Miss Swift Sony and WME concerning the same, and her claims for economic damages, which are responsive to certain requests for production. So she has been crying about how she didn't get anything from Wayfair, and then she did that whole thing about how they needed to prove damages. She has yet to prove damages to them, and they claim that Lively is bound by her initial amended disclosures, and she contended that Miss Swift is in her letter for the protective order. She said she contends that Miss Swift is not central to Lively's claims, and that the only allegations that were ever remotely relevant to her were in the Wayfair party's now dismissed complaint. And it requires parties to disclose the identity of each individual likely to have discoverable information, along with subjects of information that the disclosing party may use to support its claims and defenses. So they provided initial disclosures, which identified Taylor Swift as having recipient knowledge as to the facts and the events alleged in the pleadings. And then in her amended initial disclosures, which she served a week ago, she amended her initial disclosures a week ago